Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea and I have another video for you guys. Today I want to talk about crypto.com, Coin, take a look at Bitcoin, and see where we could be headed here. Something very important I want to take a look at today is Bitcoin dominance level. So without further ado, let's hop into this video. So guys, right now Bitcoin is trading at $34,779, up about 1% on the day. But something you need to pay close attention to. Bitcoin dominance level, guys. This is kind of the make or break metric to be following right now. It's very important that we pay attention to it. When I say make or break metric, I'm saying mainly towards the outcome of there being an altcoin season or not. But so right now, Bitcoin dominance is 52.36%. When you exclude stablecoins, we're trading at about 54.36%. There is money flowing out of Bitcoin and into the altcoins right now, which is pretty nice to see. We've seen some crazy run-ups over the past few days. We saw Solana go from about $20 to, I think at one point it was about $49, almost $50. Now we came back down to $41, finding a stable support level. I mean, some of these really ran up. I think XRP went above 50 cents. Cardano, 32 cents. Long story short, liquidity is moving out of Bitcoin into the altcoins. Very interesting to see, because right now, Bitcoin dominance is coming down, which indicates liquidity is going to flow into altcoins. That's just how it goes. And that's exactly what we're seeing. But something I really want to point out here is I do think that will come down a little bit. I think the Bitcoin dominance level, we're looking at the overall market cap Bitcoin dominance chart right here on the daily term time frame. I want you to know that I think we're going to come down here a little bit. But that being said, do I think that this move to the upside and the Bitcoin dominance is over? No, I do not. When you look over the Bitcoin chart, we're getting closer and closer to this Bitcoin halving. And the year leading up to the Bitcoin halving is the year of accumulation. It's the year where Bitcoin absorbs all the liquidity and it steals the show. And it starts to make some ridiculous moves towards the end of the cycle and the beginning of the next cycle, the next 4-year cycle. And when that happens, obviously it absorbs a ton of the liquidity. People get spooked and say, oh my gosh, I should have had my money in Bitcoin all along. I'm missing out on all these gains. Which, in retrospect, the year of accumulation, the smartest thing to do would be to put all your money into Bitcoin and exit the altcoins until you get a little bit closer to the halving, which we are getting closer to. But hindsight's 2020. That's how it always goes with trading. And it's easier said than done. It's as simple as that. But I have been calling out for the past 8 months or so on the channel. I've been telling you guys the only thing I'm accumulating right now is Bitcoin and Ethereum. And even Ethereum is a little bit more risky, so to say, because Bitcoin dominance is probably going to absorb some of that. The pairs of Bitcoin versus Ethereum is probably going to bleed out. But that being said, I like risk. I like Ethereum. I'm trying to accumulate more Ethereum. I'm happy with where my Bitcoin position is. Obviously, I always want more Bitcoin, but I want more Ethereum because I think the upside's greater. And I'm okay with losing out on a few percent gains in the year of accumulation because I'm less of a trader and more of a investor. I like to do long-term swing trades, like say buy at the bottom at 16K and sell at the next top at maybe 160K. And then wait until we come down and start dollar cost averaging in. I'll always have like some positions that I'll just hold that are inevitable, that I'll just hold forever. But when it comes to trading, that's my strategy I like to follow. And everyone's strategy is different, guys. Everyone's strategy is different. If you like scalping on the 1-minute term time frame, go ahead, have at it. You know, we have a great referral link in the description box below to BitGet where you can get $8,000 sign-up bonus. If you want to be a scalp trader and want to make some money every day, go ahead. If that's your strategy, more power to you. I just have my personal strategies, and everyone should have their own strategies. Do what works best for you. But back to what I'm saying here about the Bitcoin dominance level, I do think that Bitcoin is still going to rally to the upside. And I'll show you over on the Bitcoin dominance chart because, so this right now we're looking at the daily. It's coming down a little bit, which is okay. I mean, look at this move to the upside we had. It was breaking out. It was breaking out. And you know what was happening? The altcoins were rallying. Bitcoin was trading sideways. Bitcoin dominance was coming down. But let's take a look over the weekly. The weekly looks all right. But the real thing to look at is the monthly chart to get a better depiction of what's going on here. So, I mean, when you look at this, let's get a little bit of a zoom in here. So get a little bit closer. It's still parabolic off of this resistance, or once support, I should say, at 48.81%. We traded there for a while and we bounced off of it. But over on the monthly term time frame, I'll be honest with you guys. I think that we need to come up here to about 57.37%. I think that that is a more realistic price target to reach. And I think that for Bitcoin dominance, it makes sense with where we are at in the 4-year cycle. We have about 160 days left in the 4-year cycle. It's still the year of accumulation. It's still the year where Bitcoin steals the show. And Bitcoin really hasn't had one of those moves yet where it really shocks everyone and it makes people FOMO into Bitcoin. I mean, over the last past week, we did have that huge move, the past 2 weeks, I should say, where we came up from like about 28,200, went all the way up to about 36,000. I think that was about the peak. That created some FOMO. But usually how the year of accumulation works is it's a slow bleed. It's a slow bleed, and Bitcoin dominance slowly creeps up in the year leading up to the Bitcoin halving. And that's exactly what's happening. But then towards the end of it is when you really start to see these larger moves. And that's when Bitcoin dominance soars. Usually in the beginning of the next 4-year cycle, we'll probably see Bitcoin dominance move really, really high because it absorbs liquidity, steals the show, people start selling their altcoins, FOMOing to Bitcoin, then Bitcoin stalls out, and that's when you have the fun with the altcoins. But like I'm saying right here, I want you to understand, I do think that we have much more room to go to the upside in Bitcoin dominance. I do think that we should probably be headed towards about 57.26%. I think that should be probably the next price target. These are monthly candles, keep in mind. We just started a brand new month, so 26 days and 6 hours for the next monthly candle close. But I do believe that we'll probably start making our way up to this level here, guys. Which means if you're trading altcoins, be careful. It doesn't necessarily mean that if Bitcoin goes up, altcoins are going to crash. It could also mean that there's money flowing into the crypto space as a whole. The market cap of the crypto space is increasing. And if the market cap is increasing, you may see altcoins move up with Bitcoin. You probably most likely will see that. But the percentage gain will be greater if you had your money in Bitcoin instead of the altcoins. That's what Bitcoin dominance truly is, if you don't know what that is. So all I'm saying, guys, is be patient when it comes to some of these altcoins, especially when you start to see Bitcoin really, really run up. Be patient. Don't sell out. Don't chase. You know, I'm not a financial advisor, but if there's something I could recommend is don't chase pumps unless you're doing some scalping, you know, on the 1-minute term time frame or the hour time frame. Don't chase, guys. Chasing pumps is dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. I'd rather catch a falling knife than chase pumps. That being said, what does that mean for a CRO coin right now? CRO coin is touching and testing the 0.0689 cents. I've been talking about this over on Twitter. You can follow me at 333 Blacksea. Been saying it for a while. Watch out for that 0.0689 cent level because it's going to be some resistance. That's exactly what we're seeing here. We're just testing it day after day, trying to break above it. We did break above it a few times. You see those little wicks barely breaking above it right there. But it's going to be a level that we need to break above. It's going to be some resistance. But once we do break above it, and hopefully we get a breakout, retest, and a resumption off, I think we're sealing the deal somewhat. I think that we're going to stay above that level unless, obviously, Bitcoin decides to make a larger capitulation to the downside before we can really start off into a new bull market. But guys, if you like these quick updates and these overall theory videos of where we could be headed and the different scenarios that could play out, please like this video, subscribe to the channel right now. Also, please go follow me on Twitter at 333 Blacksea right here. Very, very active over there. Going to start doing more giveaways. Love giving back to you guys. Also, please consider becoming a member on the channel. Go below this video or to our homepage. Click the join button. You get access to our private Discord where we have NFT Alpha, trade signals, more of a one-on-one community with CryptoKip and I, as well as when we reach 100 members on the channel, we're going to be giving away $500 worth of Bitcoin to a different member every single month leading up to the halving. Love giving back to you guys. That's all I got for you. Thank you so much for watching. Be patient, guys. Be patient. Once the volatility starts coming back to this market, people will start to lose their mind a little bit. People will start to waver because they've gotten used to the sideways chop, but the volatility will come back, and that's what crypto is known for. Be patient, guys. That's all I got. Bye.